Okay, I'm back in the shop. I haven't been in here in a couple of days. I've been taking care of other stuff, but basically what I'm going to do today, you always hear me complain that my shop is a disaster, and Ricardo and I have been out here for a couple of months just thrashing, and things are piling up. Parts are coming in for this truck and other trucks and other race cars, and we're just kind of tripping over shit, and tools are getting misplaced and stuff, and it's just time. It's a good time in the spring cleaning, right? I'm not going to film that because you guys have seen that many times before, so I'm going to use this opportunity to transition our work environment from a build, create, rough fabrication, mindset and environment to we need to transition the shop into a more of a race prep environment, because our creating is done like this. We had to fabricate this from scratch and design it and fabricate it and build it, but we don't need to anymore. Now we just are into a maintenance and repair type mode, and to do that we have to change our mindset to we got to pay very, very close attention to detail and organization. We have to be way more organized now, because when this thing comes back from a race, we got to tear it apart. We have to keep track of all the parts and inventory. That's where these bins are going to come into play. And we tear it apart. Parts are going to go over here, which is going to be our clean inspection area, where the parts will get cleaned in the parts cleaner. They'll get possibly bead blasted with the blaster and then repowder coated. All that stuff is going to go over there. And this was my original plan when I built this whole little area, was to create kind of a clean area for inspections and cleaning the parts, and then recoating them, repainting them, repowder coating them, etc. But all of that has to be scrutinized. Like, we have to be on point with our organization and keeping track of parts and tools and everything. So like I said, I'm going to move the blaster and the oven and the powder coater over there. I'm going to reorganize that. The tires and stuff are going to go up on the rack. That'll just be a clean area. This rack here that we were using to store parts as they came in for the truck, I'm going to put casters on it. It's going to be free roaming cart. So every time a part comes off the truck, the hardware to that part goes into these little bins here. These, I don't know what you call them, little bins, bowls, whatever. They'll go on the rack with the part, the associated part, and then it'll make its way over to get cleaned and inspected, possibly rebuilt if we need to repair or rebuild it, and then it'll get painted and powder coated and put back on the truck. So, and then the same with tools. We're going to get to the point now where we just have to be super, super organized. And right now the shop is not conducive of that. We're tripping over stuff. We're tripping over each other. We got tools scattered all over the place. We're cutting metal, welding metal, and fabricating. So we're going to pivot from that to more of a prep shop. So that's what I'm going to do. And yeah. All right. Hopefully it's not a boring video, but I'll do my best. All right. Oh, I just spray painted my knee. Oh, man, I nailed down the spray paint and spray painted my knee. So I used spray paint to mark the hole. Check it out. It worked pretty good. Now I can drill those and bolt that on there. I'll repeat the process to the other side. Oh no. To determine where to mount. Oh yeah, that'll be perfect. That'll go right onto that. Okay. And then I can shoot a little doodle bobber off of there, right there. Yeah. I need longer screws, so I can't really continue until I get longer bolts. I don't know their metric, M8s maybe 10s, I don't know. All right, well, I was sticking around with it, so there we go. All right, hey everybody, welcome back. Sorry, my voice is a little off kilter today. Went to a hockey game last night and screamed a little too much. Okay, so it's a few days later since the last video when I started the body panels, or the body mounts. A weird situation. I got bit by a dog. Yeah, strange, on my hand. Looks pretty good now, so I've been on antibiotics and doing the whole, rabies report thing. Anyway, long story short, there was a stray dog in our front yard that people were trying to corral, and I went outside. My wife and I went outside to investigate, and it tried to come in our house, and it had a harness on, so I grabbed it, and it seemed nice, let me pet it and everything, and then all of a sudden it just snapped and bit me. So I probably twisted the harness wrong. It didn't like it. But anyway, so my finger was kind of messed up and swollen for a little while, and I had to go get antibiotics and all that jazz, so it wasn't fun. So I haven't been in the shop for a little while, tinkering on stuff. But today I'm gonna get these body mounts done and fabbed in. We'll get that going. Ricardo will be here today, so I think I'm going to get him started on maybe refabbing this roof panel. We made it out of metal and it's freaking super heavy. I don't know what type of steel that is, but that thing weighs like 200 pounds. It's too much. So we're going to make it out of UHMW. And then a little odds and ends things. Pretty much just stupid stuff like the Starlink power supply mount and all that stuff. And then we're going to start tearing it apart and getting everything inventoried. As you saw, we reconfigured the shop. This shelf here is going to have more shelves on it to store all these bins. And as you see, they're all labeled with the correct parts. That way we keep everything super organized, because that is key in the next process of this truck. Tearing it down, getting everything painted, all the correct fasteners ordered up and put in inventory and stock so we have them on hand. And then when we put this thing back together, it's got to be surgical precision and accountable. We gotta account for everything and make sure everything is double and triple checked and quadruple checked. So organization is where we are right now. We're getting, like I said before, we're gonna transition the shop away from the rough fabrication, cutting, welding crap. We'll do that when we have repairs. to do, obviously. But we're pretty much going to just transition to over to prep now and build. So pretty cool milestone, I guess you could say. You know, this took a little bit longer than I expected. I didn't really have a plan, date, you know, deadline or anything. You guys knew that. We really wanted to take our time. It's been a year already. It flew by. I think I got a notification. It's like almost 11 months. So it's been pretty much a year. So we'll be just over a year by the time we get this thing put back together and tested and everything. And you know, that's okay. We really want to make sure that we do it right. This is our product. This is Parabellum and Torqon's product. And you know, we've got a concept to prove. And the only way to do that is to make sure this thing goes together the way we claim, the way we want to market it. We want it to be simple for our customers and reliable, right? And durable. It's got to finish races. So that's what we're shooting for. So anyway, that's where we're at. I'm going to get going on this and try to get this video out soon. Sorry, haven't had a full video out in a couple of weeks. This dog bite thing threw me for a loop and kind of interrupted my whole process, but we'll get back on track. So, all right, thanks.
My way.
Oh, yeah. hate using my shop tools on house projects. I need to get another toolbox up there.
Yeah. I'm the same.
Scattered all over.
Yeah. I have some, even in my truck, I still have some. Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, that way.
and then take this off. Sweet. Okay, let's try this again. The camera shut off and I didn't realize it, so thought we were filming for like the last hour and a half and we weren't, so I'll catch you up. Anyway, you saw us welding the tabs in the truck for the body mounts. I'll show you how it goes. There's a hole there, small hole on this side. It fits over that, like that, and then through there, and then the bottom fits over these. The bolt goes through there, like that. And then you see these marks here. I'll drill those and put rib nuts in them, and that's where we're going to sandwich the bedside on there. I'm going to take these spring clips out and just rib nut it so they match everything else. Like I said, the camera shut off. I thought we were recording, so I didn't get stripping this down. We got the body panels off and some of the tins and the seats. Got them put up top, stored out of the way. And then, yeah, we're just going to keep going, ripping this thing apart, getting it ready to go on the rotisserie, which we also picked up from Scott. He's had it in storage for a little while and hasn't used it, so it's kind of dirty and dusty. So we'll get it all cleaned up for him and lubed and fluids checked and stuff. And then we might have to make extensions for the spine. We don't know how long they'll go. I don't know how, you know, if the truck is too long for it, we might have to make another extension, but we'll find that out. But it'll be nice on the rotisserie because we can flip this thing over and give it a good thorough inspection on all the welds. Any welds that we missed, we can touch up and do without having to crawl in there under our backs. And then also we can do the skid pan and all that underneath work that we need to without laying down. So it'll be really nice. So that's where we're at. So this video is kind of all over the place, kind of crap video. I apologize, but we'll get back on track. The whole stupid dog bite thing kind of screwed it all up. Delayed me a little bit, but we'll get back on it. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and here we go, run again.